Any other poll questions that you're thinking during this first hour of the program?
Yeah, let's see. Marvin sent one in here. This is fun. In honor of Chris Webber joining us today, the coolest college basketball team ever is ... Marvin, I'll run down these, but you jump in wherever you feel necessary. Ewing's Georgetown, super cool. Phi Slamma Jamma, iconic. 90s UNLV, Michigan Fab Five.
Winner.
Other, neither, neither. I see a lot of parallels between the UNLV team and the Fab Five team. They had a similar like aura to them, you know?
Yeah, us against the world type thing. Do you put Duke with Leitner and Hurley and Grant Hill?
I think we said coolest.
Cool. Me and Cena on the same page. I think we said coolest, not greatest.
I mean, they were good. They were so great. They really were, but they weren't really cool.
Yes, Todd.
The other thing is it seems like you need a cool, hip nickname to rally behind, like a Fab Five or Runnin' Rebs and things like that. Duke didn't really have a nickname. You either loved them or hated them. But if they had some kind of cool name, maybe they'd be higher up on our list.
Okay. Did they have a nickname other than like national champs or something?
I don't think so.
Yes, Marvin.
And I think also you got to see like the influence around you. Not many people I knew were wearing like Duke starter jackets. People had like UNLV started, like you saw videos. I saw Tupac with a UNLV. I had no idea what that was. And then the Fab Five, when I was young, that's my first favorite team ever. So I had a bunch of Michigan starter gear because I was like, man, Jalen Rose. I was like, Jalen, that's a cool name. My mom always said that. Oh, I'd love that name. I said, of course.
Yes, Dylan.
I was going to say name-wise, Phi Slamma Jamma, I think, takes the cake, right?
Well, there was also, it was Dr. Duncanstein. That was Louisville with Daryl Griffith. Isn't that a great nickname?
Great name.
Duncanstein. Dr. Duncanstein.
I mean, if somebody came up with it today, it'd be like, what? But the fact that it exists, it absolutely worked. Yeah.
Dr. Duncanstein. Yes, Dylan.
Well, I know Minwoo Lee, the golfer, is going by Dr. Chipinski these days because he's always chipping in off the green.
Chipinski?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. That's a pretty good nickname. Dr. Chipinski. Seton, what's poll question for hour 2? Let's recap hour 1 as well.
Yeah, hour 1 we had up there, coolest college basketball team ever. Right now, Michigan's Fab Five is about 40% of the vote, followed by 33% with UNLV, that 90s UNLV run. Phi Slamma Jamma doing respectfully, and nobody having much love for Ewing's Georgetown, which is disappointing.
Well, it was Hoya Paranoia, which was a great nickname as well. I'm shocked that people haven't given them more love because that was one of those, you're buying gear for a school you didn't go to, and I just don't remember anybody else doing that before. You would see that all over the country. You would have, guys who would have Georgetown gear on. I don't remember that being the case with UNLV, although the Running Rebels were an interesting team. Phi Slamma Jamma as well. It felt like when it came to merchandise, Georgetown was ahead of the game with everybody else. The Fab Five, they became, a cultural phenomenon as well. Yes, Seton.
And it was specifically, too, at least for me, like the starter brand, right? And starter jackets. Everybody had a starter jacket. I had a Miami one. I thought it was awesome. A lot of Notre Dame, a ton of Georgetown jackets. It really was. There's something about that specific jacket that really caught on.
Is the starter jacket still available? Are they still doing this for schools, Marvin?
So they just re-released a bunch of Biggie starter jackets. I think Carl Banks runs starter now, the former New York Giants linebacker. And so Providence got one, UConn's got one, Seton Hall. They just did a whole thing in New York City, I believe.
Okay.
So starter is back.
Yeah. But I just remember Georgetown. That was a cultural. That was something that was nationwide. And that's, I think, really the test of it is, are there kids in other cities, other states, who are wearing your gear? Felt like the Raiders were out in front of a lot of people. The Cowboys were, you were getting gear for Christmas. No matter where you lived, you were like, no, I want Cowboy gear, Steeler gear, Packer gear, Niner gear. And then it felt like Georgetown was the first to capitalize on that.